Hello, more Starvaders. We're back here with another run. Let's get right into it. Let's see, what were we up to yesterday? Oh, wait, this is the wrong file. I've been practicing Kaia on the main file for a little bit on Post Impossible, just to see how easy it would be. And I gotta be honest, I've been struggling a lot, but that's a whole nother matter. Yesterday on the challenge file, we played Roxy. We had a really good time. After, just a lot of stuff made this deck incredible. The early detonator plus, the decoy bombs and the normal bomb. We then, ultra coolanted into the 3 momentums after picking up, Nemesis. Starter fluid with lock and load drew us tons of cards, but then we also picked up Misfire and Backtrack. Just to finish things off, we also had Furnace with this incredible mana generation engine, which meant that all of our cards were played twice all the time. In the end, Trailblazer wasn't even that necessary, because we could just play momentum somewhere around 30 times a turn by double momentum and pick it up with Misfire, Returnal to pick up Misfire, double momentum again 6 more times, and then oh, I ran out of cards. Guess what? Lock and load times 2. That's 6 more cards. I'll probably draw into another backtrack. You backtrack, you momentum again. This was just an insane deck. And we beat the Overseer pretty handily. So, pretty proud of that one. Actually, just real quick, let me just check who we're playing. We're not playing here, so we're not playing... Well, Kaia can always be played, but we're not playing Zeke or Roxy. So, let's see who we roll today. It's been a lot of gunners lately, but I'm not gonna complain about playing Min. Yeah, Min's just pretty sick. For those who are seeing her for the first time, she's just she's a new gunner added recently. She starts with her starter artifact, which is Omega Gates. So she starts with one of these in her drop pile, and every time she burns a card by playing over her heat limit or through other means, she makes a Quark, which basically, whenever the Quark would reshuffle and enter our hand, it gets exiled, replaces itself, and we put an Autobomb near a random invader. You've seen Autobombs, which is just these things that automatically explode. And her deck starts with some shifts, 2 fires, decoy bombs, which you've seen before, these 2 atomic fires, which whenever they blow up a bomb, that bomb detonates with +1 radius, which work very well with the auto bombs that Omega Gate spits out. And then lastly, she also starts with a catalyst, which lets you burn a card in your hand to draw 3, or unburn a burnt card and make it frozen. Min's a lot of fun, but her early game can be a little bit spotty. Let's see what we can get up to today. I wonder how good a broken backtrack is. This has the chance to be... I think this is probably just going to be awesome. Combine that with that, we also have the Siphon Fire. I don't think the deck is going to be ready for Blast Off yet. This is a card that burns adjacent cards, and then you can move anywhere or strike adjacent tiles. You kind of need some kind of insulation-ish effects in your deck to make it work. By that I mean frosting modifiers, shield? I forgot what the thing is, but basically you need something that can recover you from being burnt. Salve, the cards that freeze themselves, or eject is another good one. I think taking it this early will just ruin our deck without too much upside to speak of. I will, however, pick up Backtrack, which is broken. This one gives us Oh yeah, I forgot. This also just works really well with Mint because of because all the quarks technically cost 0. So once they shuffle into our drop pile, Backtrack can actually just pick them out. In addition to letting us take advantage of any other like 0 cost synergies we might run into. And Siphon Fire here. Normally I wouldn't take it this early, but the Echo component actually makes it a lot less clunky because we can always just play it as the last card of our turn. It's going to go 3 times and then purge itself, even if we burn it for a Quark. Additionally, because Backtrack is broken, we can always use it to generate junk in order to burn the junk to trigger Omega Gate without suffering the consequences. So I think this is... Yeah, I was initially a little bit, how should I say, stuck with what to pick here, but I think, yeah, Echo Siphon Fire and Broken Backtrack, these are actually both, like, pretty strong early picks for Min. My goal in the early game is going to be to try to, like, make use of Siphon Fire to like, pop a few shields whenever I fire it so that, like, we could get a boost of mana early. Yeah. I think Echo Siphon Fire might be one of its stronger upgrades, especially early, just because you don't have to, at least on Gunners, just because, like, the nature of Echo for Gunner means that, like, you don't have to worry about its mana cost for the most part. You can just burn it freely and then forget about it. Let's see where this takes us. You know, I just can't say no to hunting a few Time Angels, although upgrading these might be a little awkward. I think picking up the money is still going to be worth it, though. We'll just have to see. I think I'll burn one of these and see where that gets us. Probably start here. You know what? Yeah, we'll burn this as well, just for a little treat. Yeah, gonna have to take care of both this and that. Nope, not yet. Okay, we'll see. I'm gonna have to let go of this following angel, it would seem, but we can use the decoy bomb here for one of their, I think, better uses, which is to block off enemy advance when you don't need to, because if I didn't actually block that Martian plus off, he would have advanced to the 5th row and begun channeling Doom, which might have been a little bit troublesome, but yeah. Decoy Bomb might not look like much, but those in the know, which wasn't me up until like a few weeks ago, maybe even like a week ago, like those in the know apparently begun to understand that like it's one of its better uses is to like obstruct enemies in these early stages, which can actually help a lot with alleviating pressure. In any case, okay. Mostly looking at these two, shield decoy bombs might be kind of sick. Oh wait, shield decoy bombs can be picked up by Backtrack. We gotta pick that up. We gotta pick that up. That's sick. Huge upgrade. Huge upgrade. Wondering if we can actually afford to go here or if this is suicide. I don't think so. I don't think... Yeah, the shooters don't really apply that much pressure, and we can probably just kill them without too much thoughts. And it's more timing. It's more like Fallen Angels too. I would like a rare card, though. I really would like a rare card. Ugh. What to do. Yet, gotta be honest with you, Doom Ritual also scares me a little bit. Like, this isn't a map that will apply too much pressure on us, just because, like, these enemies aren't anything that special, but... Tough decision. Why not? You know, why not? I'll buy my cards at the shop. Also, you know what? I just won't lose. It's all good. Oh hell, I messed that up. I should have shifted to here and shot this guy. That would have left me with only 2 things to take care of. Yeah, I really messed up that up. Now this means we won't get this Time Angel, which would have been another $1,000 bucks, but what can you do? At least we survived. Not that that was going to be that difficult. Yeah, a very meager payout for coming to one of these nodes, which is a bit of a shame, but... I guess I don't really mind just making more of my cards cost 0 for backtrack. This was a bit of a failure as a node because of... I guess I should have guessed that shooters wouldn't provide me with like as many convenient targets for... Yeah, shooters wouldn't provide me with as many convenient targets for like comboing for the Time Angels, and also like Doom Ritual would kind of tie my hands a little bit as far as how my sequencing goes, so I wouldn't be able to farm that much money. Maybe I should have just gone to the rare card node. I don't know. I do intend to make... I do intend to do my best here still. I'm currently debating between... Pardon me, I'm gonna pause the recording real quick to get some water, I think. Yeah, my throat's killing me. I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Took a giant swig of water. Now I feel a lot better. Maybe not. Still. What are we taking here? I think it's between Shield Shift and Echo Fire. Shield Shift means that I get to pick up one more card with Backtrack reliably, both the Decoy Bombs and now the Zero Cost Shift. I think that might just be strong enough, but there is the other argument for picking up Echo Fire, which effectively acts as a removal for it, while also letting us burn it freely. Same theory as the Echo Siphon Fire. It's... yeah, we can, like, burn it with no consequence, which is kind of nice. Ooh, I don't know. I think I'll pick up the... Echoed Fire. Yeah, just making our deck a little... oh, I don't know. You know what? Give me the chill shift. Give me the chill shift. I just think, like, making one of our best cards even better is going to be strong. Inner Void. Or Volcanic Ash. Volcanic Ash is very interesting. It lets us burn like 3 cards without thinking too hard about it, because when we when we do eventually draw them, they will stay in our discard pile. Ricochet Fire is also kind of interesting with Backtrack. Again, just building up a retinue of 0-cost cards for this card is like something that you very much want to do. Huh. I think I'm gonna pick up Ricochet Fire and then I'm gonna reroll just to look for something slightly better. I honestly don't think we need Volcanic Ash at this juncture. Yeah, I'm gonna reroll. Although Incinerate's also kind of tempting. How much is it? 8,600 bucks. Oh yeah, also, I guess I neglected to talk about this in previous rounds. Normally, like, Min is the shopkeeper for the game, so when you actually play as her and visit a shop, you encounter this, like, mechanical version of her. Still guarding the shop, and oddly enough, she still buys from herself. Which is kind of funny. Yeah, Incinerates operate on the same principle as like Volcanic Ash, and that you are, while it's around, you're able to burn some cards without worrying too much about it. Because yeah, the Incinerate will help you purge them after a little bit. I do just want to see an artifact though. Let's reroll once and just see. Yeah, I don't actually want Ultra Cool now that I have this Chilled Shift. Though, oh, Salve? Salve's kind of sick. Salve's kind of crazy, actually. Yeah, we're definitely picking up Salve. This lets us burn from this point on with Reckless Abandon. Anything in our deck we can just burn, and then the Salve will bail us out when we do run into it, which that's pretty exciting. I think, other than that, I might just remove a Shift and a Fire from my deck, and then call it a day there. Plasma Fire might be pretty sick, but I do think making our deck a little leaner is just going to be strong. Yeah, let's just go... Oh, not doing that. Let's take on the Mothership. Oh... I guess I didn't know I would pick up Jam. If I knew that, I would have pretty happily taken the, Jam modifier, taken the Plasma Fire, but, you know, what can you do? Oh, right. Guess I should have guessed that. Right, the first one would get... I thought that bomb explosion would like kill both of them, but I guess like when the first one dies, the cloud already spawns, which prevented the second one from dying. I do think we'll still be able to take care of all 3 of them this turn, which is good. I guess I might as well burn this fella. Yeah. And then we'll burn that as well. Pretty awesome. That will give us both a quark and a oh. That is worrying. Okay, no longer as much. Suddenly. Yeah, kind of getting concerned about both of these airships making it down so much, but at least they're both on the side lanes. I can't get too relaxed, man. This is actually shaping up to be a pretty difficult fight. Oof. Oh, God. Okay. Well, no. Backtrack's here to help us out. Okay, that made life a lot better. Let's go here. Ricochet fire will take care of this guy. We can kill this airship here. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we can use these to block this fella off for now. I kind of just want to get rid of all the junk in our deck so that we don't explode. Hopefully. And now that all the Migos are gone, I'm gonna not have anywhere near as much pressure on me, which is nice. Is anything else in my deck burnt? Not at the moment. Although, at this juncture, I am gonna be hit twice by these fellas, which is not good at all. I guess I could, in theory, avoid it by just standing here. Yeah, this gives me one jump instead of two. That's really bad. I guess I can start here. Yeah, if I do this, I'm gonna eat like 3 whole junk, which I'm not actually a huge fan of. You'd never believe it, but it is true. Yeah, let's go down, go up. You know, eat this junk. Yeah, that's gonna be the final hit on that. On this Echo, at least, which will alleviate a lot of pressure from us, I think, but... yeah, I think this will also help. I'm gonna eat 1 junk this week, but I think that's gonna be worth it. Ah, I should have burnt something before doing that, I think. What is left in here? That. Okay. I think this will give us some options, at least. Hmm. Oh, I can't do that if I can't do that, man. Yeah, some part of me was planning on, like, unburning that stuff so that I could... Oh, I guess Salve is nice enough to still help me out, but I, once again, messed up the sequencing. Ah, jeez. There's still a lot I could learn about playing Min, it would seem. Yeah, that guy is getting killed by that. Let's burn this. So... do this. Get rid of the junks. Right? Yes. Anything else I want to do before that? I guess I could. No, I can't. I can't do that responsibly. Let's just call it a turn here. I think we should be able to wrap this fight up pretty easily, but we'll have to see. Yeah. A little burning here. So... hold up. Can I do anything with this? I think this might be the best that I can do. Yeah, that'll kill this. Oh, that... I should have known that would block the fella. Whatever, let's just kill the boss and be done with it. That was actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. Damn. Okay, Balloon on Min. That is really weird, because sometimes your bombs land beside the enemies, and then they just get pushed up, and then miss them, which can be a bit of a pain, but I don't know. I don't like any of these, I gotta be honest. We have Siphon Fire, which can benefit from Repeater, but nothing that does it, like, over and over again. Big Fridge is a bit of a non-starter, because, like, we don't really care about the cost on Siphon Fire. Balloon, I still have my doubts about it. I'm gonna use my last reroll token here to look for something else. And... well, this kind of... this does ruin our Decoy Bomb synergy, but Red Giant is so unbelievably strong that I don't think we can afford to pass it. Yeah. And we'll go here to fight these guys. Yeah, Red Giant, it basically says all bombs, all explosions now have a radius of +1, which is incredibly good. Yeah, I think I'll still burn this Atomic Fire just to get another quirk going. Yeah, you can already see, I think, the incredible potency of this card. Burn this. Oh wait, the fight's already over. That's pretty funny. Alright. Yeah, Red Giant really is just like a whole nother level of incredible on Min. Do I pick up Volcanic Ash after all, or is Supply Drop gonna be helpful? I don't hate Supply Drop, actually. Yeah, because I don't really need to remove too many more cards from this deck. I still need some movement. I don't want to kill these last two shifts. I mean, this fire is the one thing that I would like to get rid of, but we can always just kill with like other means. We're going to pick up supply drop here and just roll with it, I think. And yeah, I think I will be going here to pick up a card. There are some attacks. I was contemplating on going into the other one, which only had tactics and the other thing. What's the other thing? Tactics and moves, but there are some attacks that I would like to have here, so we're gonna go for that. Let's kill this guy. Yeah, and then let's burn this. Let's burn this jump. I should have moved here to be ready to intercept this guy. That was a bit of a mistake. I think it's gonna be exceedingly difficult for us to kill that Time Angel on time. I think that was yet another mistake. I should have sequenced it correctly so that I can burn that Siphon Fire there, but it might still be okay. Yeah, this Time Angel's gonna escape us, I'm afraid. Spiders plus web just meant like the whole damn board was gonna be clogged up. Oh jeez, this Sponge plus might be the death of me. Let's hope not. I guess we can just actually plug him out with decoy bombs. Yeah, I think that'll actually work out just fine. Let's burn something here. And then salve it immediately. Oh wait, this does mean I won't be able to... I think I should be fine against this guy. Yeah, thank God. Dying there would have been real embarrassing. But we are chill. Oh, risky Hellfire. This is, I think, yeah, Hellfire is like one... Hellfire might just be my favorite card, period, for Gunners. This card says, fire a bullet upwards in a random column above you for each heat in your heat sink, and while you're in a danger zone, it gets an additional repeat. That's from the risky modifier, but the idea being that like you normally have a heat sink of 3, but if you play Hellfire while you're already at 3 heat, you'll go up to 6, and then this will fire 6 bullets in total. If you can get your heatsink even higher than that, hint, nudge, hint, Siphon Fire, you saw Momentum yesterday, there's a whole lot of stuff you can do with it. Hellfire can get absolutely crazy, and I already think it's gonna be like crazy here. Yeah, I think the correct pick, quote unquote, here might be Big Bang, because like we're doing the bomb thing, Min can get so many bombs going, it blows them all up, it respawns them, but I'm gonna go with my heart and just pick up Hellfire. We already have a pretty good setup for it anyways with Sal, which lets us just, like, really go ham with it. And you know what? I think I will go ham with it. I think I might just get started. Oh, Misfire. And here's the other question. Do I want another Siphon Fire in my deck? I do wonder. I think Misfire is going to be very good. We have to pick that up for, I think, pretty obvious reason. It's just like Backtrack also picks up Quarks because they're 0 costs, but also, like, it doesn't actually work with Decoy Bombs because of Red Giant, but it works with Ricochet Fire, it works with our Chilled move. The last question here is just if I want to remove this fire, or if I want to pick up the extra Siphon Fire so we have more, like, longer game prospects of having a bunch more heat. I think my deck is strong enough that I can afford to just get a little wild and pick this up, although Lock and Low is also pretty good. Ah, who am I kidding? I'm gonna take Siphon Fire and just move on. What are we going up against? Slow start, all good. Mega Blob. We are a deck that, like, really specializes in just, like, a lot of pure volume. So if you'll believe it, I'm actually not that concerned about our prospects into the Mega Blob because this is primarily like a volume test. Yeah. Could be a little presumptuous of me, but I think we're gonna do very well here. Jesus. Yeah, we got a lot of junk in our yard. We need to really do something about it, and we gotta do it quick. Let's go here. Do I even want a Hellfire here? I think... No, that might be good. No, I think I need to work on my primary problem right now, which actually is the incredible amount of junk I have in here. Jeez. Yeah, Red Giant has, I guess, that's the one unforeseen consequence of having a Red Giant in your deck, in that, like, this sort of silly stuff can just happen. Let's burn this fella. That didn't help. What am I gonna do, man? I'm trapped. I guess I'll get this Siphon Fire out of here at least. This gives us one more heatsink to work with every turn, which in theory should help us get even more, in theory should help us get rid of even more junk than we have, but, you know. It's never guaranteed. Guess that can help us get rid of something that can purge a junk for us. Yeah, then I think it's time to let her loose. That's 7 fires. Excellent. I don't know, maybe this should have been expected, but there was a lot of bombs going around in this fight, which clogged my deck up much more than I might have expected otherwise. I think, yeah, let's just burn some of these fellas. So this should be the last of the blobs. I just need to be able to actually deal with these, which might be a slightly taller order than I expect. I think it might actually be necessary for me to come down here this turn so that I am prepared to deal with the blobs that enter here. This also caused him to toss one down here, which is not bad at all. Yeah, let's just get out of the way then, and then play this jam. Oh. Looks like we're gonna avoid the catastrophe just barely. And also collect pretty nicely on that bounty. That was a lot of money. Dear God. And, yeah, I think this one is a no-brainer. We're just gonna pick up Jester. Our deck's very, very good at making, like, lots and lots of, quarks. Yeah, that's gonna be very helpful for us. I guess I don't hate picking up another upgrade here. Like, I already feel pretty good about the state of our deck, and this is gonna help us. This is gonna help us, like, improve some of our quote-unquote good cards. Yeah, don't hate this so far. Pretty nice. Yeah, I think I'll just fire that one more time. Now next turn we only need to deal with this Guardian Plus, which hopefully isn't that bad. Uh-oh, it is that bad? I think I'll burn this fella. Okay, we're good. Just ricochet fire. Go here. Yeah, and then burn this jam. Alright, yeah, Jester also makes it so that the junk that we get out of that is upgraded, which is very helpful. didn't snipe this in time, unfortunately. That might spell trouble in the Overseer slash final boss fight. We'll have to see though. What are we picking up here? I don't hate just doing putting Swift on Siphon Fire. This helps us reposition so that we can hit it easier. I think I'll go here. Yeah, I just think this selection of enemies is going to be easier for us to handle. Given the specialties of this deck, which is once again going to be volume. Yeah, no more zero costs left in the deck, huh? Burn this fella. Okay, that actually went a lot better than I thought. I can't help but get this feeling that, like, we're living on a little bit of borrowed time here. With, like, how shady some of these turns have been. And yeah, I think we'll have to Hellfire here. Yeah, unfortunately we couldn't kill that Mastermind in time there. Ugh. I genuinely don't know what we're gonna do about this turn. We might be cooked, man. Even though this run has been pretty sick. You telling me I couldn't hold that one cork? God. I maybe should have thought a little bit better about what the hell was gonna happen there. Well, I guess we just have to gamble one more time on this Hellfire, which does not feel good at all. That doesn't do it. We're actually gonna lose to that one Mastermind. That sucks. Ugh! What went wrong with this deck? I guess it's just like we didn't have enough card draw to consistently trigger our quarks. That or like our engine wasn't strong enough. Maybe these Siphon Fire were a little bit too clunky. Because this is like a dream setup for boss relics, but ugh. It could also be that like taking this Hellfire was just wrong. I maybe could have played around it better, but whatever the case, yeah, that does suck, man. Making it all the way to World 3 and just finishing that way. Still, I don't know. I think there are just still things with Min that I need to figure out, but that is what it is. Yeah, that's a configuration of stuff with just that one Mastermind being up there and not with no other, like, yeah, with no hide mind to, like, for us to kill easily. That kind of tripped me up, but I don't know. I guess I can always just try to be a bit more observant in the future and, like, plan ahead. Yeah. That run could have gone places, I think. We even had so much money going into the last shop, but what can you do? in the meantime, if you enjoyed today's video, I'd appreciate it if you would subscribe and like the video. But other than that, bye! I'll see you tomorrow.